Hello, I'm Warren. Welcome to Myths, Mythology, Stories, and Traditions. The importance of mythology. We are living in the age of myths and mythologies. Myths and mythologies were created and handed down through the ages as soon as humans learned to write. The basic mythologies of life are how the world was created, how human beings came into being, and the role of death in human existence. Mythologies and myths are not religions, but they are an essential part of religion. The very first texts created by mankind were the hymns to the gods and mythological stories that attempted to explain the purpose of life. Mythology is an integral part of our human existence, started by the very first storytellers. Every civilization has its myths, which are still relevant today. We all know the mythology of good fighting evil, the myths of the afterlife, and the myths of the hero who travels far to discover his purpose in life. The popular mythologies of creation can be seen in all civilizations. The killing of the monsters establishes peace and harmony. This motif originated from the ancient world when animals of all forms were destroyed so that man could establish his villages, towns, and cities. The mythology of the gods can be found in Greek and Roman cultures. I have always been intrigued by mythologies and folklore. These are gems of storytelling and contain some of the most powerful tales of human existence. These myths are so powerful and enduring that we still speak about them today. The world of stories was introduced to me by my parents as a child. My father, Melvin, told me stories that he created. He was known as a storyteller as a young man, as he was a journalist, writer, and teacher who taught creative writing in schools through the medium of storytelling. My dad still writes and publishes his work today. My mother, Joan, was the second storyteller in our family, and she would tell us stories from the Arabian Nights and Hans Christian Andersen, among other collections. These were all fascinating stories and inspired and enriched my imagination and creativity. My parents introduced me to storytelling and were my first storytellers growing up as a child. A decade ago, I discovered the fantastic works on myth and mythology written by the prolific American author, professor, and speaker Joseph Campbell, who died in 1987 at the age of 83. The lectures of Joseph Campbell are just awesome, and they will open your mind to the power of stories, from the hero's journey, the power of myth, and the hero with 1,000 faces, which are just a few of the books worth reading from his vast collection. Renowned author Stephen Fry has recently published Mythos, the Greek myths retold, which is the latest in his collection. Mythology is useful for us to know so that we can view and experience the world with a new and fresh insight into the purpose of our existence. We are all on a journey through life as we face failures and successes, sadness and happiness. We are the heroes in our journey through life. We are, each and every one of us, a hero with 1,000 faces as we go through life living different roles, facing our fears, knowing our weaknesses, and realizing our strengths. We are not the same person we used to be at the start of the quest. We are in a constant state of growth and transformation. We die to our former selves and lives as we get resurrected into new ways of thinking and living while we progress in our journey. The further we travel into life's events and experiences, the more we discover who we are within. An outer quest leads to inner spiritual and mental transformations. To understand life, get to know the stories of mythology and how they impact us in the world today. I am sending a shout out to a few of my medium friends and writers. Thank you so much for all your encouragement and support, which is appreciated. Thank you. Esther George, Anne Christine Tabaka, Roxanne Barber, Margie Willis, Duvie McGurr, Diana Marisk, Teresa Morales, Dana Leigh Lyons, Mulan, Julie Gator, David Perlmutter, Sarah Larker, Jana Boston Girl, Marta Henriques, and Leonard Tillerman. Thank you for all your encouragement and support. And thank you for watching this video. Thanks. Bye.